So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerry Jeudy, 82 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. On 1st down, Hurts.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Chase, complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And complete, right side to Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
These two teams all tied after one.
End of the 1st quarter with the score tied 8-8.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To the air again, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions, but how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase.
73 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick.
And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
49ers 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Opening there to Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Throwing again, it's Burrow. It's caught. Beckham. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it a 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
How about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. The first carry for a Raider legend in their L.A. years. Here's Bo Jackson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Bo Jackson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Lance Hallworth, 48 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And now once again, the Raiders are going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Eluding the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. They run on first down with Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Richard Seymour there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll try and run forward with Bo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Burt sets up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Hurts will throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
And really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's complete to Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Caught left side, it's Beckham. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Henry. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing, Burrow. Incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a night.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that's one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 49. Check 11.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game,